But listen,
Respectfully, Your Honor,
Miss Pugh,
when
don't
I
speak over
was
me.
arrested.
All right, guys. Today we got a strict judge going head-to-head with a completely clueless sovereign citizen. This woman actually showed up with a tiny piece of paper, filled with the usual sovereign citizen nonsense, thinking she could just walk in, drop some so-called legal bombshells, and leave without getting cuffed. Honestly, it's shocking she could even read that script. This one's definitely going to be interesting. Let me know in the comments what you think about this situation. Now, let's dive in and watch how this heated hearing...
Good morning. Are you Janetta Pugh?
I am the beneficiary of that estate, Your Honor.
You're the what?
I am the beneficiary of that estate.
You're the beneficiary of what estate? Answer my questions, please, ma'am. I'm just trying to understand.
Beneficiary of that estate.
Okay.
For the record, I recognize Ms. Pugh. She's been here before.
I do as well, for the record.
And I looked into Mr. Christopher Wiley. I can't find that person as a practicing lawyer in the state bar page, and I have not been contacted by anybody on Ms. Pugh's behalf.
All right, so Ms. Pugh, Mr. Lewis has been appointed to represent you at this point. Obviously, you know as well as anyone that you're in custody. We want to get your case taken care of. If you've hired or your family has hired another lawyer, then they have to contact the court so that we can do something with your case. And do you know if they've hired someone?
Respectfully, Your Honor, I do not agree with your appointed foreign agents, considering that the first duty is to the state and will be considered conflict of interest. Your Honor.
Okay, so if you don't want, the only thing I can do, I'm appointing an attorney to you to help you, right? So if you don't want a court-appointed attorney, then your only option, two things. One is to represent yourself or to hire a lawyer. So if you don't like the way it works, then you do something different. So are you, listen to what I'm saying. Are you either going to represent yourself, or are you going to let Mr. Lewis represent you, or are you going to hire someone?
Objection, Your Honor. Respectfully, is this a court of record?
It is a court of record. So your objection's overruled.
Okay. Respectfully, Your Honor, where is the verified claim that is being placed against my trust?
It's right here. It's called an indictment. And Mr. Lewis has a copy of it, and he can show it to you. So that would be the verified claim against you.
Okay. Your Honor, respectfully, Your Honor, there were writs that was filed to the case that still haven't been received.
I've received your petition for writ of habeas corpus, and it's denied.
Okay. Respectfully, Your Honor, I demand to be released due to lack of evidence of stated claim and not being given the proper opportunity to obtain proper counsel to effective defense.
It's overruled.
Okay.
You're running out, aren't you?
No, it's fine.
No, it's not fine. You're making a complete fool of yourself right now, and honestly, we're all loving it. I'm especially enjoying the judge's attitude. She's just sitting there, calmly waiting for this girl to run out of steam with her ridiculous sovereign citizen script. It's hilarious because these people always act like they've uncovered some secret legal cheat code, when in reality, that's not how the law works. Courts have ruled time and time again that saying, "I don't consent" doesn't magically erase charges. Jurisdiction doesn't just vanish because you say it does. I'm honestly surprised this sovereign citizen can even read, because let's be real, that's a rare skill in this particular community. But seriously, how did she even get to this point? What was going through her mind? She actually seems like a sweet girl, polite, even say "Your Honor," but it's clear she's completely lost and just grasping at straws. It's straight up embarrassing. Let me know what you think, because I genuinely don't understand how someone falls this deep into the rabbit hole. Reading the script is one thing, but standing in court and trying to use it, that's a whole different
But
level.
here's the thing, Miss Pugh. I appreciate your position, but listen,
Respectfully, Your Honor,
Miss Pugh,
with
don't
my
speak over me.
incarceration- Respectfully, Your Honor, with my incarceration being
Miss
so-
Pugh, just because you say respectfully does not mean that you get to interrupt me. That's disrespectful, right? Hang on. Listen to me. Everything you have there is overruled. And here's one of the reasons why, is because you have a lawyer. And your lawyer will file the appropriate motion. You're interrupting me again, which is disrespectful. So I'm going to leave Mr. Lewis as your attorney unless you choose to represent yourself or hire someone else. I'm going to give you 2 weeks to determine what you're going to do. You can go back. You can go back with the bailiff.
I do not agree or comply to your appointed
Go back.
agents.
You already said that, and that's overruled.
Is to the state.
Go back with the bailiff. Get your own attorney or represent yourself if you don't want.
Yeah, that was embarrassing. But hold on, because this isn't over yet. Believe it or not, this sovereign citizen actually comes back a later date. And don't worry, I've got that hearing for you too. At this point, I honestly think the judge deserves an award for sheer patience. Dealing with someone like this is basically like arguing with a brick wall, except the brick wall thinks it knows constitutional law. Big props to the judge, though. She's calmly trying to make sense of all the nonsense, and I'm here for it. She's being snappy when needed, but still surprisingly patient, which I guess is fair. Let me know what you guys think about the judge so far. Personally, I think she's handling it like a pro. Now, let's jump into the next hearing and see if things get even more heated than before. Let's dive in.
Jeffries has been appointed to represent you. He's just been given, he's trying to get caught up real quickly on all the information and the discovery in your case. I'm going to reset your case so that he can get all of that. Once he gets it, he'll be out there to go over it with you, and we'll see if we can get an announcement at the next court date.
Respectfully, Your Honor, I do not agree to comply with any of the appointed court agents, considering that their first duty is to the state.
I understand. We've had this conversation before.
And for your record, I'll be representing myself.
So if you want to represent yourself, there's some things. Ms. Pugh, stop talking over me. If you want to stop talking over me. If you want to represent yourself, then there is a process that we have to go through, and we'll do that today if that's what you want to do. We'll get your case set for trial, and we'll go forward that way. It is highly inadvisable for you to represent yourself. Lawyers have many, many years of training. They understand the law. They understand how a trial works, because here's what happens. When you're in a trial and you represent yourself, you're expected to know and follow all of the rules of evidence, all the rules of procedure. And so you're really at a disadvantage if you don't know those things. And so you have to do everything just like the assistant district attorney would. And if you don't, you're going to be in front of a jury, and it's going to show, and it's just not going to be, it usually does not work out in your benefit. But I have to go through with you some questions first before we do that. And then if you still want to do that, then there's a couple of things couple of options, and we'll go over those as well. Okay. So I am supposed to ask you, I'm going to go through these questions. I need you to answer them if you want to represent yourself, because this is required. All right. So have you ever studied the law? Okay. Have you ever represented yourself before in any kind of criminal matter? Okay. Do you understand the charges against you?
I'm never been accused of.
Okay. And so do you know, and we've gone over before, I think, what the range of punishment is if you're found guilty on a jury? Do you know what that is? Let's see. Hold on a second. Let me pull you up here. We'll go over that again as well. The date of that allegations from June 22nd of 2021. And what that means is if you're found guilty, that the range of punishment that the jury could give you is between 2 years as a minimum punishment up to 10 years in prison, anywhere in between. Do you understand? And you answer out loud just for the record.
Do I understand? No, I don't understand.
What do you not understand about that?
I swear, I was literally predicting she'd say that. These sovereign citizens have infiltrated my brain at this point. I'm honestly losing brain cells day by day breaking down these sovereign idiots. They're just so insufferable and ignorant. It's honestly sad to watch. I mean, sure, some of them probably have real mental health struggles, but that does excuse the fact that they're also wasting public resources and time. Courts and law enforcement have limited bandwidth, and these people act like it's all just one big joke. On another note, I'm actually surprised this woman didn't bring her little script like she did in the first clip. Maybe her time under county jurisdiction taught her to memorize it instead. But yeah, if she seriously plans to represent herself, she's probably looking at 8 to 10 years. Let's dive back in and see if she actually goes through defending herself. Because if she does, it's not going to end.
So here's the thing. If you want to represent yourself, by law, you have to be able to understand these things. Otherwise, I've got to appoint an attorney for you. So you can't just say, I want to represent myself because I don't like the attorney or I don't like the process. This is the process that you're in. You live in Texas, you live in the United States. This is the law that applies to your case. So what do you not understand about the range of punishment if you're found guilty? And I'd be glad to explain it.
I don't understand because I haven't did anything wrong.
That's what a jury's for, right? And so if you say you're not guilty, then you go in front of a jury and they determine after they listen to the evidence if you're guilty or not. That doesn't have anything to do with if they find you guilty, you understanding that they could send you to prison for between 2 years and up to 10 years. Do you understand that part? What are you, yes or no? No, you don't understand that. So, Ms. Pugh, it's my understanding, I'm not going to allow you to represent yourself because you don't understand the law and the process. So we're on question number 4 out of 15 that I'm supposed to ask you. So Mr. Jeffries is going to stay on your case. I don't care what you want at this point. You can't do it. All right, you can go back with the bailiff. I'm done. Go back with the bailiff. Go back with the bailiff. Welcome to the criminal appointment list.
Yeah, fun, Judge.
This was not meant to be any kind of punishment, I promise. So Mr. Jeffries, just get ready like you would. Probably it's going to go straight onto a jury, and we'll just get it figured out that way.
I honestly think this judge did a 10 out of 10 job. Let me know if I'm wrong. But it really felt like she did everything in her power to give this woman a fair hearing before finally pulling the plug and removing her from the courtroom. The patience she showed was seriously impressive. I mean, I probably would have lost it within 10 minutes, but she stayed composed the whole time. That said, it's also kind of sad watching people go through this. The judge genuinely tried to be patient and gave this girl every chance to explain herself, but we all knew where it was headed. And hey, I'm so sorry if any of you lost brain cells watching this, because breaking down sovereign citizen logic is next level cringe. Still, it's weirdly entertaining. Watching them squirm in front of a judge is like a bizarre performance. You can practically see their brains scrambling to come up with some nonsense answer. It's like watching someone try to dance their way out of a corner with zero rhythm, just a total fail. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this hearing and how the judge handled it. If you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate a like and subscribe. I post every single day, so stay tuned, and thanks so much for watching. Take care, everyone.